Welcome to VC Crypto Nation. Get excited, and we're going to take a look at the time frame of how all this went down because, guys, this is the Boston Tea Party. This is the moment. This is 1907. This is the big attack. This is really 1907. This is where the big dogs came in. You had FUD controlling markets, people who had no access to communication or information or data were simply being manipulated by news, articles, and FUD. And big companies were able to, run articles and scare people to run to the bank and take their money out because people were uneducated because it was 1907. They're uneducated. They didn't have Google. They couldn't research it themselves. And all they took was one little news article because that's all they got was one little news article that said the banks don't have the money to cover your savings account. You better get your money out before you don't have any. They all ran to get their money out and caused a financial collapse. Google it. It's in 1907. Now, the weird thing is, here we are in 2022, and we have the internet, Google, DuckDuckGo, multiple outlets for information, and yet people still fall for FUD. No, it's news. I saw it on a meme. Guys, let's get into it. Let's see the time frame. Let's see what happened. This is where you have to learn. Wake up, people. Be smarter than you are. All right, guys, here we go. Now, if you guys don't know the time frame, we're just scrolling here. Here's your boy your boy Sam over here. And he's always talking. He was out there doing his thing. Maybe he should have been figuring out something to do with his crypto. But right here, he posts here on October 31st, not financial advice, FTT. Obviously selling you their token, which has no purpose, right? It's a token that's completely worthless in every aspect, but people buy it because they're uneducated in crypto. Guys, you need to follow people. Hit that follow button. We're going to teach you crypto at VC Crypto Nation because this is the last time I want to read about people losing their homes, hundreds of millions of dollars, every dollar they had, blah, 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 because you're uneducated and you fall for FUD. Guys, there's all types of information at the click of your keyboard. You can ask Siri or Alexa. She will look it up for you before you start selling everything and panic selling like you did on crypto.com because there was a, FUD. But let's focus on this guy. There's other videos. Check out my links. Go check out the videos. We will educate you at VC Crypto Nation. And don't forget to hit our Telegram at VC Crypto Nation as well. We're going to show you how to use crypto without any exchanges so that you can use it for the purpose it was developed, peer-to-peer. And you can get way more money doing it yourself than paying crypto exchanges, guys. Now, as we scroll through here, just taking a look here, when customer protection goes array, right? Data fees, restrictive market access combines with insane leverage and forced liquidations, right? Obviously, right here, he was looking at the liquidation, guys. If you're doing liquidations or like leverage and all that, there are companies out there really taking advantage of you. We will make videos for that as well. But here here's what they're setting up. Just kind of going through here, and we're looking at the time frame, right? And the time frame is important because it really kicks off on November 2nd. So right here, he's looking at foreign policies because he's talking about the elections. If you don't know, he was the second largest donator to the Democrat Party. Right there, you should already pick it up that this isn't going to go well. I don't know about you, but if the breadcrumbs keep leading to one particular house, that might be where the issue is. So take a look right here. More half Americans, 53% agree that cryptocurrencies are the future of finance, including 59% of Democrats and 52% of Republicans. So everyone's agreeing that this technology is amazing. So that I want you to keep in the back of your mind as you're freaking out about crypto. It's not going anywhere. All right, so here's November 1st. Putting the finish touches on it, not leveled up, blah, blah, blah. All right, here, let's see what's going on. He's all about elections, yada, yada. And right here, this was a big announcement. FTX, GameStop. Obviously, GameStop made a bad decision here because they were all done in with the hoopla, the advertisement, the Tom Brady, the Stephen Curry ads, and all that good stuff when you should have went with Matt Damon. All right. All right, check it out. Use with caution, curling on visible, blah, blah, blah. All right, so as we're going here, here's November 2nd, right? This is things where things get interesting. So here's, they have what they're working on here. Now I want to show you a timeline. It's very simple. If you don't know where it is, Go over to it's. I posted it here. It's the Powerhouse Plummeting right here. It's literally the timeline on protocol.com. Protocol.com, you'll find in there. From Powerhouse to plummeting, here's a timeline of FTX collapse. Now, these guys did a really good job here. Here's November 2nd. FTX Cash is based mostly on the FTT coin, which is worthless. Its own centrally controlled token. Once again, centrally controlled is the issue here, not decentralized, guys. Now, take a couple days over, go to November 6th, right? First thing that happens, Binance CEO, CZ, and FTX CEO, Sam, they have a tiff, right? If you don't know what that is, they were contracting to buy a particular company. Google it. You need to learn how to find information. And FTX was able to get the contract behind CZ's back, and so he says, and that's where he turned around and he plans to pull out the FTT. Now, guys, the thing about this is, and I know CZ's probably not going to answer my other video asking him to kind of explain why he even owns that token. I will make another video on that about that, because I don't want to really let the I don't want to say too much out there. I want to hear responses from these guys before we go in, because there's a lot of allegations out there. You know what I mean? November 8th. So that kicked off the entire thing. November 6th, that's the entire thing that happened there. So as you kind of fast forward as we're going through here, in some ways it mirrors Twitter. Here's the third after everything went down. He's feeling, we passed on Twitter because it didn't seem like our strengths was what needed for Elon's vision for Twitter. That's not what happened. He didn't pass on Twitter. Elon Musk passed on him because he called out BS. I mean, the guy, anyone who's looking at this guy can tell he doesn't know anything he's talking about. Guys, he created a coin and sold it to you through marketing and sales, and then took all the money and pretended like he was like, this intelligent person, guys. It happens all the time. There's a bunch of dumb guys who create tokens, and it's called rug pull, and they get you all the time. And they make hundreds of millions of dollars. So Sam did nothing special here. So at the end of the day here, as we're going through all this, let's take a look. And what I'm looking for here is where do the ambitions of the world dominance take OKX? So analyzing this out, netting out staking, you're getting mentioned revenue 2 billion. Expend once again, vast majority of expenses seem to be headcounted roughly 80%. They have roughly 6 billion on hand. So he's doing all these calculations out here. All right, Coinbase, goes in there. Some thoughts on Coinbase earnings, blah, blah, blah. So he's kind of looking around. Voyager, by now you should have received an email paper. They're just kind of doing business, right? And let's get to the 6th here, right? Let's see what happens here. By the way, Quant Zone is way faster now, right? And then as we start to move through, let's see what's going on. Because I respect the hell out of what y'all have done to build the industry as we see it, whether or not they reciprocate and whether or not they use the same methods, including CZ. Now, he put in there including CZ because they already had their fit. They already had their fallout. Anyways and always, it's time to build, make love, blockchain, not war, right? And what he was really doing there was hoping that CZ wasn't going to make his move on him. But he did, and that's just business, right? Dog eat dog, man. And, this entire thing, you can say what you want to say, calculated move, chess, not checkers, well played CZ. And at the end of the day, anyways, write a different thread, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so now things are starting to happen right here as we're moving through. Always a huge thank you to our supporters, etc. So everything's starting to melt down right there. Let's take a look again at the thing, right? So here we go down to November 8th. Binance offers a bailout. So within that time, literally within 2 days, this entire thing went crazy. So he posted nothing on the 7th, right? Because he was having an entire collapse. Everything was happening, especially to those who stay level-headed during crazy times. We deeply appreciate it. And in this end, you should do what you want and trade where you want. We grateful to all those who stay. And when it blows over, we'll welcome everyone else back, right? So he's trying to calm it down, and he was hoping that it didn't get that bad, but CZ wasn't going to let up on that, right? So, when you have, FUD, like in 1907, it's dangerous, especially when people could Google and get information. They still don't know how to do that. People are very uneducated on getting information. I know that there have been rumors in the media of conflict between our two exchanges. However, Binance has shown time again that they are committed to more decentralized global economy while working to improve industry relations with regulations. We are in the best of hands. That's on the 8th, right? And I have a few announcements here to make. Things have come full circle. FTX out first and last investors as the same week come into agreement and strategic transactions with Binance for FTX. And this is when they're coming to the deal, trying to help out. So what does this mean moving forward? So basically, because at the end of the day, I was CEO, which means that I'm responsible for making sure that things went well. And then right here, I'm sorry. That's the biggest thing. I effed up and I should have done better. I mean, personally, I think you did the best you can do. I mean, just because you go to certain colleges doesn't mean you're actually that intelligent. I mean, your mom and dad, and when you have privileges, you're going to get into certain places. And honestly, running big businesses, especially a form of a company that's like a bank, isn't done by one person and a bunch of friends playing volleyball in the Bahamas. I mean, you actually need educated people, business people, not 22-year-old children trying to run a $50 billion industry. I mean, it's just, guys, you need to wake up. These exchanges are being run by children, and the other ones are being run by guys like CZ, who are very calculated individuals. It's just not fair. These guys are not even equipped to take on a guy like that, and he destroyed him in literally 2 days. All right, so but all of that doesn't matter right now. What matters right now is going forward, doing the customers, right? This is all about FTX International. Here he goes. I mean, he just tells us all about customers, and what's he do? Then literally, look at this, November 10th, he comes out right after that. If you say, like, just came out after that, the U.S. exchanges that accept Americans will not financially be impacted by this poop show. It's 100% liquid, right? Immediately calming all the Americans down, going, okay, we should be good here. And what happens? Boom, stuck it to you and filed bankruptcy and hit you with that the next day. I see her apologize, keep sharing. I mean, what are you apologizing? You keep telling lies. I mean, it's just over and over. I mean, maybe he's just not equipped. Let's give him the benefit of the doubt. Maybe he just wasn't intelligent enough to realize that it was going to spill over. But this is what we're looking at here, guys. This is why you have to hold, not your keys, not your crypto. And you're giving, I keep explaining to guys, you have to boycott the movement of these exchanges, right? Coinbase, FTX, Binance, all these places, because what they do is it's like a bank. The reason why we left we left the bank was to go into crypto so that there were no banks. And these guys are creating the banks of crypto. They're creating what we don't want. We don't want to pay fees. We don't want to pay extra. We don't want people ripping us off because we're bartering from peer to peer, right? All these exchanges are terrible. We don't need any of them. We need swaps. We need Uniswaps. We need PancakeSwap, where there's low fees for doing stuff, or where they come out and create things to help them make money in the industry, right? When you guys say, well, I mean, we need something. Yeah, but I mean, do you need to pay someone $17.4 billion to swap your Bitcoin for Doge or, Shiba Inu? I don't know, man. It seems to me like they're making way too much money in this industry. And that's why CZ doesn't want regulation, is because they're raping and pillaging the entire network right now. And everyone else is just getting shafted. And if you step in the way, obviously you're going to see what's happened. And if you say, well, I mean, FTX was doomed anyways. Well, the shots fired at crypto.com, that's dog eat dog world, man. I mean, that's business, right? We all appreciate it. But there's a level of respect and a level of, business, right? You don't go after companies while you're destroying, the entire industry just so that you're the last man standing, right? So now everyone's hitting these tweets here. We're getting these weird tweets. Today I filed blah, blah, blah. And he's got E, P, what, N. I mean, so he's over here like literally, I don't know what's funny, man. What's funny, Sam? I mean, people are tracking your plane. You're saying you're gone down to zero, but you still have a private jet, $230 million worth of property here and there. And all of a sudden there's a hack for $1 billion on a backdoor, problem inside your own code. And I mean, and now you're over here tweeting, E, P. I mean, it's sad. At the end of the day, he probably got away with a couple billion. He's going to end up maybe doing a year or two. Sign me up. $1 million or $2 to sit into a federal pen, eating steak, playing volleyball and tennis. I mean, this is worse than when the politicians do it and steal all the money. Guys, you need to realize you have to get off the exchanges. We have to. This is the moment to take down everybody. Coinbase, Binance, take your coins off there. Stop giving them your money to go out there and market and advertise and do all the things that just not helping you, right? Let this naturally happen. This technology is powerful, right? And don't be investing in coins that don't really do anything. And I mentioned Coinbase a couple times because my next video is going to be about them, guys. Listen, we are the people. People are crypto. Crypto and blockchain are for you, no one else. Learn what's going on before it's too late. Go check out, go hit the VC Crypto Nation on Telegram. Go to linktree.com, venture capitalist, and that will take you to that link. And you're going to learn how to survive the crypto network, but more importantly, become very wealthy in it because avoiding these guys. Sam, we're going to keep watching you, man. I hope it all works out with this little puzzle here. Can I buy NT? I don't know, man. Good luck. God bless, guys.